indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us now, we apologize for technical difficulty, but we are back at it today. It's called Clash Course. It's a new series brought to you by all the people over there at Motiga. You know, I really got to say thank you, everybody at Motiga, for dealing with me, because I come to them, I'm like, hey, you know, let's make this thing, and everybody gets their nose to the grindstone. We make these art assets. We come together, and you come out and hang out with me. We're going to talk about lore. We're going to talk about gameplay. We're going to have M.O. Pepper on. So today's going to be a fun new series that we're starting, again, called Clash Course, and this is going to feature Voden, Lord of the Forest, or Warden of the Woods. I didn't know how to, like, combine the titles, so I was like, Warden of the Woods? You know, you can make it work.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and we also asked some questions for chat on our Reddit as well, so we're going to be delving a little bit into the lore and talking a little bit about that. You guys might have noticed this is the new setup that we have going on right now. So, this is fun. We actually kind of set this up this morning. Yeah, how you been, bud?
Been good. You know, just playing Gigantic, writing lore.
Oh, the best, the best.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, it's my pleasure to introduce M.O. Squito, also known as David Noonan. He's our senior writer over here at Motiga. You guys may have seen him on talking about a little bit about lore before, and we couldn't talk about Voden without talking a little bit about lore. However, before we get into that, you guys know M.O. Vinod, who was on earlier on a prior stream, who was doing the art. He actually did the Reddit where, you know, the Redditors got to vote on a hero, and then we got on stream and kind of drew that hero out, had a progression of him, and we had Boozy the Pelican come out of that. So you guys know him and love him, and he was actually the lead artist on Voden. So I kind of want to take you through a journey of where he was at visually. So let's get on into that. All right. So, Voden. So Voden wasn't always a creature of the forest.
Right.
Before Voden came to be as what we know him as Gigantic, when the game was first in the beginning stages, Voden was actually a human. You want to kind of take it up?
Yeah, it's if I recall correctly, Voden was one of the heroes that was sort of a second wave hero for us, and about the time Voden was being worked on, sort of in the middle of his concepting phase, give or take. We sort of challenged ourselves to say, you know, we have a whole bunch of human characters in the game. What can we do to break out of the bipedal humanoid silhouette?
Indeed.
And Voden's, so a lot of Voden's evolution came from that challenge, and so that changed things both in terms of his concept, and silhouette is super important to gameplay. Indeed. Because in a fast game like Gigantic, you have to be able to recognize silhouettes really quickly.
Indeed.
And so that's why Voden, you can see the early art, bears only a tangential resemblance to the Voden that we play today.
Indeed, he kind of has that hunched over look. You know, the start of something more is actually present in that picture. Vinod kind of took me aside and said, hey, you know, we had Roland, who was our ranged carry, and, you know, you had that kind of human-esque, and we wanted to have another ranged, but that's where kind of our world was able to make something that we kind of know Voden now as a Forest Warden. So moving on, you guys can see a little bit of a progression on the hero itself. You guys can start seeing the very, very start of the character kind of getting its own personality, its own identity. Have a little bit of a wolf creature. You guys can see a little bit of the horns popping out of his head, and it's very rudimentary of the start itself. But Vinod said he definitely had some inspiration rather from Princess Mononoke. And if you've seen that movie, absolutely fantastic movie. And he kind of blended the there's a bunch of different kind of like attributes. What do you think about that?
That's the thing that fascinates me most about Voden's look, is that I think Vinod really captured his ability to be both predator and prey.
Indeed,
right?
yeah.
There's as much deer in there as there is fox, as there is wolf, and you know, I like, even when I'm playing, when I see him at different angles, he'll look more wolf-like, or more predator-like, or he'll look more deer-like. And that just fascinates me. It makes me wish I was an artist.
In fact, and Vinod, when he brought me aside as well, he's like, you know, we want to make this character that is almost like he's a protector of the forest, but he hates little creatures. He hates creatures. He hates, like, you know, fuzzy little rabbits. He hates, like, doves flying above him. And he's in charge of these wards, his protections. However, he doesn't have to be happy about it. And indeed, he's not this happy-go-lucky, oh, I'm in the forest and there's leaves flying everywhere. He has this very serious look to me. And on Reddit, somebody made that distinction. If Voden ever turned around and just started talking to you in the middle of a game, you'd be like, whoa, whoa. So as you can see in the picture below, you can kind of get that feel of what he was going for there. So moving on now, we got another great picture coming out from him. This is where he's looking a little bit more like the Voden that we know. You can kind of see the back progression. You can see this bow kind of coming forward. The V shape is very important to a silhouette. And that's a little bit kind of how the Voden we know. But moving on, of course, we have the Voden that we ended up with today, and absolutely love this character. I've always been a huge fan of archers in general, and when I got to see this character for the first time, I was like, it just makes sense. And then, the animation came in, and they did their passes on the movement. He feels alive. He actually does. And a lot of people said about the trailers when he's running through the forest and stuff like that. You just kind of get the essence of the character. It's really awesome. So yeah. So moving on though, a little bit about lore.
Well, I have come today with actual scrolls of lore.
Indeed.
And what we have here is five scrolls that all refer to Voden in some way, and I guess I could just read the scrolls and we can talk about them a little bit.
Indeed. It's interesting, though, too, the way we've kind of approached our lore from the very, very beginning. We never wanted to have a bunch of tombs in a dusky corner somewhere. We wanted to make it so the viewers out there could go find the lore and really not to be in your face about it, but definitely have an environment there and to make those self-discoveries almost. And guys, when I was running around the office and I was just like, I had so much on my plate, and then there goes David Noonan. He just puts a bunch of different scrolls down on my desk like, this is for you. And I was like, what are these? These are magical scrolls with Voden lore on them. So here we go.
From the 12th level of the deep Motiga archives.
All right,
I had to fight several skeletons to get to these.
Nice.
All right, so the first one we have is the House Karakesh Field Report. It says, Voden's movements are almost impossible for our riders to track. He's moving faster than any airship. 3 days ago, he was spotted in the Garhelian woods. But just yesterday, our border towers spotted Voden bounding across the Sable Gap, almost 1,000 leagues away. Raisha the Elder believes that Voden is using ley lines to move from forest to forest, that somehow they're all connected. This would explain why Voden participates in battles about places of power. And then the last line says, but it doesn't explain what he's actually up to.
Uh-oh. Nice. There's a little bit of nuggets in that, what you just said. And it's funny, having read and knowing all the backstory, too. A couple things that kind of jumped out at me was the ley lines and how important those ley lines are in our story as well. And you kind of made the illusion of why is he at these battles? And what was the forest's name again?
That one was the Garhelian? Yes, the Garhelian Woods.
Indeed. And is that his forest that he kind of protects, or is there multiple ones? Is he
There are multiple forests.
Gotcha.
And as I've been thinking about imagining Voden in the forest, one of my real touchstones working on the lore was a fantasy novel from 15 years or so ago called Mythago Wood, Mythago Wood. It's by Robert Holdstock, I think. But
that's a strong name, Holdstock.
Yeah,
nice.
It's just amazing, and it almost has a little bit of a horror tinge to it, but it's about a very deep wood where the characters, the deeper they go into the woods, they are changed, and the forest changes, and it's it is like a tour de force of creepy, cool forests.
All right, nice. Let's open up next scroll. This is getting better and better. Here we go.
All right, the next one is a letter. House Melchior letter.
And before we touch on, we have talked a little bit about the houses before, and something that I want to kind of reiterate is that the lore in our game, it's not something that's canon and thrown on the ground like, this is final. It's more like, what does this house say about this house? What is this character, like Roland? Like, in the realm of possibility, you could find Roland's journal. It could have, like, Zenobia and, like, the characteristics of what he thinks about the character. And so that's one of the things I love about our game. It's not, to the victor goes the spoils almost, and to the victor, history is written about. And so that's one thing I love about our game is there's so many different fabrics and stories kind of woven together to be a kind of complete mat, and that's exactly where these tie in.
Well, when I fought the skeletons to get these scrolls, I wanted to get into the Imperial House section of the archives because I also wanted, these scrolls also reveal a little bit about the houses.
It's true, guys. David Noonan goes in, puts the Oculus Rift on, and fights these skeletons first person, and gets these scrolls for you guys.
All right, the House Melchior letter says, Illustrious leader, we paid our fate spinners dearly for the privilege, but consider it confirmed. Bitterhope Wood is a primeval nexus. The forest is much bigger on the inside than the outside, and its paths wind in on themselves. It's more than just a trick of geography, however. As the visitor spirals inward, the forest becomes more ancient. Time itself unspirals the further you go. Voden seems to be able to walk the paths with ease. If only we could obtain sufficient influence with him. Signed, yours in secrecy, the Grey Glove.
Uh-oh. The Grey Glove. I have no idea what that is.
Well, many House Melchior is a house of secrecy, and so many of the high-ranking members of House Melchior have noms de plume, sort of alter ego names, and one of them is the Grey Glove. And if you look in the flavor text on the website, you'll see other ones. There's like the Crimson Songbird is another one, and there's they all have sort of alter egos that they use in their correspondence with each other, and to kind of give themselves a layer of secrecy and protection.
Nice. I could see Chad being like, Crimson Songbird confirmed next character in our game. Nice. Awesome.
I think our game already has a Crimson Songbird.
Oh, nice. Awesome. So again, that's just like more story, more different fabrics kind of weaving together for one general arcing story. I love it. I love how it all ties together. Let's open that next scroll and see exactly what we're working with.
The third scroll.
Give him a narrating job. This is the man himself. He completely invented D&D.
All right. Well, no. Okay, that's not true. All right. The House de Vedra. This is a research journal.
Okay.
Alabaster Library Project, day 211. Most of the manuscripts in the Broken Gallery are completely illegible. What did the Circle expect from thousand-year-old books? There was one intriguing find, though. A volume of poetry and folklore describing an immortal wood warden and forest lord named Herne. The book depicts Herne as an archer and wanderer. Sound familiar yet? It must be Voden, but it clearly can't be Voden. This is the first real evidence that Voden isn't truly ageless. He's just the current incarnation of something far, far older.
Oh, man. Back of my hair. You are good at this. Back of my hair kind of like risen up. We should make you a character in our game. The Lore Master. Oh, my gosh. That was good. Oh, so a little bit of tidbit in there. So he's a reincarnation of a thing. Like, we don't want to go too much in because we got to let them chat.
That's clearly what that guy in House de Vedra believes.
Yeah.
Based on a discovery that they had recently made in a 1,000-year-old library.
Nice. A 1,000-year-old library. So we do have some history in our game. Just a bit. Just a little bit. And, yeah, nice. So moving on, I think we, one of our viewers, he's definitely been kind of diving into the lore. His name's JC Sanatos. He actually put a question on our Reddit, and I kind of want to delve into that real quick because I think we have a scroll from House Tesserus. So he says, considering the following quote about Voden, his praise anything that would despoil the wilderness, as in anything that would hurt the wilderness. And the fact that the House of Tesserus is known to be both technologically advanced and connected to the exploration rate of rare resources. What is the relationship between Voden and House Tesserus? In addition, considering the following quote from the Yark of House Tesserus, initial studies indicate the toxin is self-sustaining, and I say initial because it keeps killing my assistants. Oh man! Why is House Tesserus studying his rare toxin? Perhaps to find a way to counter Voden's efforts to cripple their attempts to explore these rare resources.
That's I'm glad JC Santos is reading the lore. That's
indeed.
I think that is exactly where we were going.
When I showed David Noonan this question, he's like, "Oh, yes."
And while I don't have an answer this scroll is not directly an answer to that. I think it indicates the direction of the answer.
Awesome.
All right, this fourth scroll is House Tesserus Project Notes, Hushgrove Logging Camp. Casualties: Anders, dead, arrow wound. Boren, dead, arrow wound. Kalaya, dead, crushed by falling tree. Fendrick, dead, arrow wound. Hyland, dead, strangled by his own bowstring. Jasker, dead, poison. Lero, dead, no visible wounds. Nazca, dead, arrow wound.
To the knee. No, sorry.
Perry, dead. Arrows or poison, hard to tell. Shandar, dead, multiple small claw and bite wounds. Tyval, dead, found at bottom of cliff. Waskra, dead. Speculation, toxic mushrooms? Survivor, Clydron, multiple arrow wounds to extremities. Frequently raves about Voden's warnings. No longer fit for field duty.
That is amazing. So that's from House Tesserus, correct?
Yes.
Wow. So, that's just so amazing how they just weave back in there. I keep going back to this, but in the what JC said on the Reddit, he's like, he keeps killing the assistants from the poison, and then we just had a field report where everybody that works for House Tesserus has met a untimely demise.
Except for one.
Except for one who's raving.
And raving about warnings.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, that's so absolutely fantastic. All right, so we have one last scroll.
The last one is from House Orion, and this one is council notes, like minutes from a meeting.
Gotcha.
So, First we have Valarir the Brave. If we are to traverse the Forest of Teeth safely, we need a guide. Given the purpose of our crusade, we should be able to convince Voden to aid us. Denaria the Bold. Can we trust a forest spirit? We've all heard the folklore. Tordar the Wise. Every folk tale has a grain of truth, and you youngsters may not have heard them all. I'm old enough to remember the tale of a woodcutter, poor but noble in spirit, who sought his lost children in the forest. The woodcutter never found his children, but he vowed to guard the innocent and the worthy within the forest forever. Anyone care to guess the woodcutter's name? That's where it ends.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. There you have it. Those were the 5 scrolls. I won't say 5 scrolls of power, but they were the 5 scrolls of knowledge, rather, that David Noonan, our senior writer, kind of dropped on. You know, that's just so, because lore has always been very important to both of us, and getting to know your history as a writer has been absolutely fantastic, and knowing that our game is going to have all these different inspirations from your past careers, and having to see this kind of lore come to life, and again, guys, it's going to be a self-exploration. The more you care about these kind of things, the better that you guys are going to be able to find these things, whether it's in-game, on our websites, and it's kind of like a path of self-discovery. So super excited, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little bit about lore. Is there anything that you want to say a little bit about Voden?
Well, he's always been one of my favorites because I think just on a personal level, he was one of the first characters that came into the game after I got here.
Gotcha.
So he is the first character that had sort of the new about him. So I really like that. And then the other thing is, just on a pragmatic level, I just love playing him because, you know, he's not the highest DPS guy, but he always has something interesting to do. And I think that's what you guys will see when we go through his skills and his upgrades. You know, he never lacks for something cool to do. And I have to admit, you know, I'm never going to be the all-pro hardcore competitive guy. I would probably rather be interesting than good.
Hey,
you know, when it's 2 a.m. on a Wednesday night. So that's why I like Voden.
Awesome. Well, before I get rid of you, or before you leave not gracious with your presence, I got to ask a couple more questions before I read it. Does Voden's bow have any lore to it? Does it play in his role story at all? This is from Bazil.
That's a really good question. His bow, we do have some lore ideas, but they're sort of in the notational stage at this point, and especially with something like a bow. That's something where I don't just invent stuff out of thin air. That's something where we really want the Vanads of the world, and we get our artists involved because a lot of the lore actually comes from interesting visual flourishes that any of the artists and the animators will put into these characters, and that'll make me go, oh, well, if it has this, then maybe that came from there. And to pick a different character, Lord Nosos's bell, that was just something that has been on Lord Nosos forever. But that, for me, that's kind of a story prompt, if you will. So we do have some lore planned for the bow, but that's something where I need to loop around back with the artists.
Awesome. And that's another thing I love about our company is the fact that you're so in deep with the artists and stuff like that.
In general, Motiga is a relentlessly collaborative place, and everybody kind of has their beak in on everything.
Nice. All right, I think we can have one more question here. What is Voden's favorite food, and why is it potato? That is directed at me, and Voden's favorite food is potato because that's the best potato ever.
Yeah, I think he likes it because he likes potatoes, but for him, it's just a delivery system for chives.
Nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up when it comes to the lore on Voden. There's going to be more out there, but I want to say a big thank you to Mo Squid for coming on and helping me out.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it. And we're going to now turn it over to Mo Pepper and I and take apart the skills, the gameplay, the tips, and a little bit of feedback when it comes to that. All right. Here we go. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great.
I'm very short, so I need to make this.
That's okay.
I feel like I need to make this taller.
There's a lever on the side.
3 levers.
Again, guys, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties that we had earlier in the show, and I know we kind of got pushed back a little bit, but I am joined by the lovely, the beautiful
Thank you. You're too much.
M.O. Pepper. You guys know her. You've seen her before. You just got back from overseas yesterday, or
No, not yesterday. I was in Portland, Oregon yesterday, so not overseas.
Okay.
But I was in London recently.
Geography.
Like a month. Yeah, whatever. It may as well be overseas if it's not here.
I know.
Yeah, I went to London recently though, so yeah, I was there.
Indeed. Nice. Well, we have you on because of Clash Course. I wanted to kind of introduce a developer while also, showing the skills, the quirks about the character itself. And Voden is a very big favorite of yours. And I felt, that's perfect. We were gonna have you on last stream because the QA, but we had some technical difficulties again. So we brought it back. We're bringing it back. And whoa! And now we have our very lovely M.O. Pepper. We're gonna run through the abilities, like I said, and have you actually drive Voden for a game for everybody out there.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Better get good.
Oh man. So before we go into it, guys, I do want to say, kind of preliminary, that one thing I love about our game Gigantic is how you can take these characters and play them the way you want to. In many other games, I've always felt kind of shoehorned into a play style. If I'm picking a healer, picking a DPS, a tank, I feel like I have to play that role and I can't deviate from that role. One thing I love about our game is, especially Voden, because he's so versatile, the fact that, maybe there isn't enough healing going on in the match, or however the match is progressing, you can kind of tailor your character, tailor your level up abilities to kind of match the flow, whatever you need in the match itself. So, getting right into it, let's talk about LMB, also known as Skill 1.
Oh wow, this is so fancy.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting all the fanciness.
Oh man. So by the way, huge shout out to M.O. Levin. Levin kind of worked with me with the assets. We wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of what the actual abilities are, talk about them in detail, and So this is Arrowed. Really, his bread and butter is how he delivers his poison. It's really how he does a lot of damage, and he does have his other moves, but it's very simple. It's bam. It's what you think of as an archer.
Yes, definitely.
So, speaking of branching paths, though, we do have a quick little video, though, showing the different kind of styles of Voden itself.
Oh, wow. Legit.
I know. So here we have Voden going his left path on the LMB, more of a DPS path that you'd think about as an archer. It's really, he puts a bleed on his arrows itself and does a lot of damage. Likewise, going the right path, however, is a little bit more about AoE damage. He actually goes the piercing route. And so now, if you have a bunch of grouped up enemies, if you're in corridors, if you're going through paths, this right branching path is a little bit less DPS, but more of a spread. And you'll be able to see how it kind of works in the other abilities as well. As you can kind of tell, the arrows do go through him, and then as he shoots off to the right after he gets his kill, you'll see how the arrows are actually a 3-stack. So, going back to this slide, though, that is his kind of main bread and butter. And then going on to the next is his poison.
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 I love poison.
Just like that. So, Voden's right mouse button is called Poison Spores. And it's actually very, very versatile in the way he can actually play his character. So, Poison Spores actually, you think, poison, but in our game, it reduces healing. So if you're going up against a Vadasi or you have a Uncle Sven on the enemy team, you're like, there's just so much healing everywhere. It's really going to be up to you as a voter to kind of throw that healing down, throw the poison down rather. And
the anti-healing.
The anti-healing, exactly. And to throw that anti-healing down and try to, spread it out as many other people on the enemy team as possible and reduce that healing as possible. So getting into the video side of it, though, you can kind of see how it definitely branches off. So you can either go to the left side, where you throw it down at your feet, and then every arrow that you shoot out of this poison path is going to be poisoned. So the left side is for AoE on the ground, very, 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 very good for corridors, very, very good for throwing it down in our game, domination-style maps, where we have a creature on the map, and you're fighting over those creatures. Well, Voden can run around and throw those big poison clouds down on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and throw it down and reduce that healing in a very, very wide area. However, if you go the right side, you can actually shoot your poison out, kind of throw it out, and it'll be a trajectory, and it'll go out and find an enemy player. That way, if you kind of want to focus on DPS, you can kind of single somebody out and be like, hey, I'm going to kill you and
you alone.
You and you alone.
You are going down.
It does damage and kind of tracks. So if you want to kind of stay out of the fight, the left side of the right MB is very, very dangerous, though. So you have to kind of plan ahead where you're going to put that puddle down, or you got to kind of make that sacrifice that, hey, I'm going to go into somebody's face, throw it down in a path, and then have the fight come to you. But like again, the right side, hey, you can go and find that somebody, target them, and be like, hey, I'm going to assassinate you. You're the one that's going to be poisoned.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to skill. Q, though, it's called the Green Man. Whew, the Green Man. So this is where he summons a clone down, and there's just so many different crazy things with this clone that he could do. He summons a clone down, the clone will auto attack, and it's where he can kind of trick people around. It's very self-explanatory in the fact that, yeah, it is a clone, but getting into it, however...
Things get a little crazy.
Little crazy. Going back to the DPS or, you know, the support style, the clone can actually do quite a different things, while also acting as a way to escape. I'll show you guys that as well. Here we go. So if you're going to go more the DPS route on the left side, you can throw down a clone, and this clone is going to either throw down a poison at the enemy player, and then you can work with your clone to kind of take down a single target. As you can tell here, the clone is actually doing quite a fair bit amount of damage, and as you can tell, easy kill picks up by the clone. On the flip side, though, you can also use it as mobility and being a little trickster. When you're playing a game, I'm sure you'll show it off. But here, Voden throws down his Q on a ledge, then afterward jumps off, and little swiggity swooty. And boom. Uses
Oh my god. They'll never know where you went.
Not even once.
Not even once.
Not even once. And it's a great move to use if you're wanting to get out of, you know, a dangerous situation. If you can throw it behind a wall and kind of go around, and then suddenly you're gone. And they're like, where did he go? He's a wizard of the forest.
I've often surprised myself with how well I've been able to avoid things just using the decoy to get out of the way.
Just spamming Q
You're
as
just
hard
like
as you
spamming
can.
and you're like, oh, I switched spots. And then you just run around and you're like, all right, my health's back.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. His next move is called Hidden Spring. He throws down a puddle that is also very versatile in healing here, but you can also use it for AoE launch. And you can also use it as a, you know, kind of a mobile spot where your team can run back and get full health back. So getting into that, though, was quite like this. So the left side is more for healing. It's where you're going to throw down a very, very big puddle that gives you a huge initial heal and then kind of heals over time. As you can tell here, it also gives a jump pad, and very, very good for, because our game has that Z-axis where you can kind of jump up, and boom.
Oh man,
that's
so fun.
That's the DPS path.
Yeah.
There's the clip gaming there. I know chat's gonna be like, oh my god, it's clip gaming. So going back to this one though, this is where he kind of throws it down and uses it as a jump, and he can kind of heal himself back. And then on the right side, like I missed before, however, this is more of the utility path, where you can use it to kind of throw people off ledges. You can use it as an escape mechanic, and it's very, very, he still gets the super jump out of it. Doesn't quite heal as much as the other one, but again, he gets that added utility out for his team.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed. And last but not least, his focus. So his focus ability is absolutely amazing when it comes to CC. It's really the skill that kind of sets up your team. This is so loud on our end.
Yeah, I know.
Luckily, I turned it down for that.
Oh, good job.
So his utility is used as a way to kind of set up the team, like I said before. If you have a Charnock on your team, if you have a Sven who can throw his jug, kind of turn everybody into Motigas.
Yeah.
It's really, you know, you CC somebody. I've had a situation where a Taito was running behind my friend and about to kill him. And I was like, oh no, run, it's a Taito! And then I shot it with Voden's arrow, and boom, there goes the CC. And next thing you know, yeah, was able to get away scot-free.
Yeah, the utility of his focus can be really incredible. It's helped me not only just like get out of really sticky situations, but it's actually helped me just take someone down too. If I'm like, if they're kind of close to dying, not quite though, I'll just like, I can hit my focus if I want to, if it's just like a tier 1 or something like that, and then they'll just go down really easily.
Indeed,
so
indeed.
You can use it kind of aggressively as well, which is nice.
Indeed. People think they're safe, like, oh, it's just the archer. Next thing you know, you have vines coming out of the ground, swallowing your
yeah,
prey.
you're like, I'm immobilized, what? And then you're dead.
Indeed, indeed. So absolutely freaking fantastic. You know, Evan Galeos, you know, Evan, he's like the anti-Taito. It's so good. It's so good getting a Taito because Taito's so fast. Next thing you know, boom, throw that focus down, and that he just CC'd. And
he can't run away that time.
Sad.
Not very swift anymore, are you, buddy?
Oh, there you go.
That's
I like
right,
it.
Evan.
I
That's
like it. I like it. I like it. So, guys, now is the time we're going to show you where ML Pepper is actually going to have a game playing Voden. I think, would you like to go to DP? I mean, there's different paths you can go down. Are you going to kind of focus on DPS? Are you going to go on utility, poison, AoE spreading?
Those are excellent questions that I ask myself during every single game.
Well, because our game is so versatile.
It's so versatile, yeah. And what you were saying earlier about Voden, like, he is definitely, like, one of the most versatile characters that I've played so far in Gigantic, and I think that's why I'm drawn to him so much, because I can go down a DPS path on one set of skills and be an effective you know, kind of killer or sniper.
Yeah.
But I can also improve my healing on my E skill, and then that'll help me kind of support my teammates as well. But if we've got a lot of healing going on with the rest of the team, then, you know, I can just go down the more aggressive path, the more utility path for the healing pool, and then I can just kill people all day long if I want to. If I'm feeling good enough, I probably shouldn't sell myself.
Oh, come on! Don't sell yourself short, Pepper. Don't sell yourself short. I know you're gonna go out there and rock it. But that's a very good point. I know I asked you before, like, what path you're gonna go in, but that's completely like the point of it. I mean, if you see on your team that you're rocking a Vidasi and stuff like that, you can make that conscious decision, like, you know what, I am gonna go DPS.
Yeah, definitely. And usually I usually have a set kind of build that I use by default, but if something is really clearly going on in the match that makes me want to change something, then I'll definitely hop into that other tree if necessary.
All right, so we're gonna wait for our fellow teammates, our fellow Motigans to queue up, and then once that pops, I can't show you guys the screen too soon because I was told not to, because we have some super secret things in there.
Super secret,
And knowing me, I'm going to show the screen anyways by accident. So I don't want that to happen. So once this queue pops and we get onto the next screen, we'll be able to show this and get that ready to go. We're all queued up. We're just waiting for the other Motigans. Evan, if you can, go ahead and yell at everybody to queue up. So, how's your day going?
Good. Not bad. It's very sunny outside.
It is very sunny. It is very
but it's
un-Seattle-like.
Not too hot, which
true.
it was during our heat wave. A few weeks ago.
It's funny too because you say that, and I was listening to the news report. They were like, record highs coming up. Make sure everybody stays inside and drinks lots of water. And here I am from Florida. I'm like, is this a thing?
But if you think about it, I've had this conversation with a few people. This is very interesting, by the way. If you don't think it's interesting, it totally is. So the thing is that people in the Pacific Northwest, though, they're just not used to the heat. They're not used to it, and they will die from heat stroke without those kinds of warnings. They'll be like, water, it rains down from the sky, and I just opened my mouth. I don't need glasses or anything like that. You need to tell them to stay inside and drink water, or they will not do it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But we definitely don't have like heat waves like they are anywhere else. I think like our heat waves are like, oh my god, in the 90s. Oh.
I know, it's funny too because I have two temperatures. I have hot and I have werewolf, and so like 99% of the time I'm hot. I'm hot right now, standing in this room. And then like if it like even goes incrementally above 76, boom, werewolf. I'm like, something's happening to me. What is happening? I'm changing. All right, guys.
Oh my god.
The game just queued up. We're gonna switch it. 1 second,
okay.
Pepper.
Should I wait or click next?
Let's go ahead and click next, and then not show the screen because this is the bad one.
That is, yeah, we shouldn't show that.
Yeah, we shouldn't show
Keep
that.
it a mystery.
Such mystery, much wow. Well, we do have closed beta coming up.
That's true.
If
you want to see this ugly screen, slide up a beta.
There we go. That's you do a fantastic job at selling it.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys, we're gonna wait for this to kind of ready up, and once this kind of goes into the game, we'll get into the next one. And I will be answering questions from chat. I will be talking to you guys. If you have any questions about the game itself, feel free to throw a Q, and then I will kind of take it from there while you are kind of talking over the match.
Awesome.
All right. Just waiting for everybody to lock in.
Well, at the very least, I can tell that we don't have a lot of healers on the team right now, so I will probably go down the healing path on my E skill.
Awesome.
Hopefully nobody's cheating by listening to the stream. That's on the opposing team right now.
That would be unfortunate. That's okay. You're gonna wreck him anyways.
Yeah, right.
All right. Nothing like a little inter-office rivalry.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, guys. Looks like we've got 35 seconds waiting for everybody to lock in, and then I will show you guys the shenanigans. I mean, honestly, like, I don't see anything wrong with the skin anyways, but I'm gonna, not skin, but this layout, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah. That's totally fair.
Indeed. Well, I hope you guys are doing all right out there in this Twitch stream. I really appreciate everybody coming and stopping by. Again, I thank you for taking, being patient with our technical difficulties. Who knew we had to prop a build with all that kind of shenanigans? I guess video game companies
only in the video game industry.
Yeah, proper builds. Apparently, those take a lot of bandwidth. So
yeah, I guess.
But in the end, it's good news for you guys. That means we're working. So
yes,
that's actually kind of good news for you guys.
There's a technical problem. It's because something else is happening. That might be more important.
Here we go.
All right.
That's not what I want.
Oh god. Don't make us lose the match, though.
I'm not gonna make you lose the match. I promise. And there it is.
Oh man.
Ooh, doing it on the fly. Here we go.
Okay.
Take it, Pepper.
All right.
Take it, Pepper. All right.
First, I'm going to jump off the airship.
So we are playing on Canyon today.
All right. Canyon.
Canyon, and as you know, our very own Kate has been rocking the Canyon. We're going to be very excited to show off Mistfortune again in the very, very near future. But right now, we wanted to play a little bit more on Canyon. Here we go. Okay. This is actually the first time playing on PC for the audience itself.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because we've been doing Xbox, haven't we?
Indeed.
All right. Oh. Okay. So let's see. I also sometimes talk to myself when I'm playing, so feel free to interrupt me if I just start saying random things.
Gotcha. You did a really good job using that healing pool coming from the Bloomer.
Thank you, thank you. Bloomer. Okay, so I have a point. Let's see. I could go healing right now, but usually I like to hit up arrowed first. So I'm feeling pretty good about my aiming abilities, so when I power up, I'm going to have my shots deal extra damage and just stick with that one arrow.
Nice.
If I were not feeling very good about aiming, then I would usually go for the other one just because it'll have a better chance of hitting somebody. That's honestly how I choose arrowed. So there's a Swift over there. We got him poisoned.
All right, guys, 1 second. I'm going to bring up Twitch for you guys on my phone because you're actually using the monitor.
Oh, yeah.
1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll bring up another chat box for me.
Okay,
that
got...
we can
Oh, no.
talk to you guys. Margrave going in.
Yeah,
using that deflect, though.
Yeah, that was very smart. So, it's actually good I went down this single arrow tree as well, because once I get into the second tier of upgrades for arrowed, I'm definitely going to go for the bleeding one. And that bleeding upgrade will happen on deflect. So if Margrave has his deflect up, then he will get a bleed on him anyways, and it won't even matter.
Yeah, great point. Also, the poison does stack with the bleed, so that's indeed, that's double damage. And you know, other bleeds and other poisons do stack, but not to the benefit of really of what you would think. So having those two different debuffs on them does get the full advantage of it.
All right, I'm gonna throw out my decoy. We'll shoot it Swift for a little while, maybe.
Uh-oh, I bet that's Evan. Evan, it has to be Evan.
Oop. Oh, they're all coming out here. So, let's see.
1 second, guys. Still trying to bring up the chat for you guys.
Listen to the sound of my voice and you will have no questions. Okay. What's everybody doing?
There we go.
Looks like we're kind of hanging back a little bit.
All right, guys, we're back live. Sorry about that. As far as chat goes, we should be chatting any second. Nice. Looks like 3-2 as far as kills go. Your team does have the slight advantage when it comes to power.
Slight.
But they are keeping it very close.
Oh, Margrave. Okay, we got another kill there. Nicely done.
Nice. All right, guys. Uh-oh. There goes Swift.
No, Swift.
Mozo has to be really careful here.
All right, he's got a poison because I was able to throw that pool down.
All right, guys, I do have your chat up. If you have any questions about the game in particular, please let me know with a Q, and I will answer as best of my ability.
All right, ooh, I got another skill point. So I'm just going to keep going down the arrow tree, get splintering arrows. So like I said earlier, if Margrave deflects anything, he will get a bleed on him.
Indeed.
Also, I have my level 3 available. So this is like another set of upgrades for my skills, whereas the rest of the passives are more general. So for this one, I usually like getting Toxin, which makes my poison affect enemies longer. I definitely like to rely on poisons a lot when I'm playing Voden. So, and usually with the Poison Spore upgrades, I get the one that sort of transfers to other enemies as well. So I can usually just get stacks and stacks of poison on people.
Indeed.
And that makes me feel pretty awesome.
With the canyon being such a tight map, you know, everybody's always grouped up. You know, that's a really, really great upgrade to get.
Yeah, that's an excellent point as well. Which I swear I totally thought of whenever I picked that upgrade. Which I will think of now. But it's really fun to throw down poison and get that poison spread on everybody, because if they're all standing together, you just see a bunch of numbers pop up and it makes you feel pretty cool.
Indeed. Indeed. If you're just joining us now, guys, our Griffin is actually going across the map, going to that point where he's going to put the enemy Naga into a state of vulnerability. And hopefully the team is going to look like they're pushing on Vista. However, it looks like Mozo is actually going to go and try to get the wound.
I believe in you, Mozo.
I believe in Mozo.
You can do it.
I am ready. Let us destroy the enemy.
Oh.
Ooh, great job coming from the Margrave, getting some CC on the enemy team, or your team rather.
Yeah, they're not your enemy, Thor. You're on my side.
I know.
You have to be.
I'm actually the spectator. I'm on everybody's side.
You're on everybody. That's good. Stay neutral.
Unfortunately, Mozo in the back could not pick up the wound. However, very, very valiant effort.
It's okay, Mozo. I still believe in you.
Griffin's design is very sweet, indeed. Our Motigas did a fantastic job, whether it's Katie, Vinod, just, you know, Devin. He's such a great job when it comes to artistic style. Mojo, I know he's hanging out in chat a little bit. You know, it's such a treat to be able to come to work every day and get to see the visual progression that they make on, you know, the Titans or the Guardians rather, and the characters. Absolutely a treat. How much longer does the level 3 passive make the poison lap? That's actually a really good design question. So if Carter's in stream right now, he can definitely be the one to answer that.
Oop, we've got an alchemist on the side here.
I can just see everybody down below being like, how long does poison last?
Oh god! Alright, I'm a little bit low, so I think I'm gonna throw a decoy out here and just run back and get healed by my bloomer. And conveniently pick another upgrade.
Yeah, so Mo Pepper's team consciously made the decision of they had a baby and they upgraded it to a tree, an adult bloomer, and as you can see, the puddle down below him is how Pepper's actually getting her health back. And so now you can see the tree spawning at that bloomer, the puddle again, and using that to kind of go back to full health.
Delicious heals. So I definitely went for the larger poison cloud area.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to shoot for contagion, which will infect everyone else when someone's in a close area.
What's the bar on the focus skill? So Trinilord, every single focus has a charge. So doing things like getting kills, doing damage, dying will upgrade your focus, and you can have up to 3 charges of your focus ability itself. And when you have those, you can either use them as upgrades on your creatures, or you can use them as far as stronger versions of your focus itself, which might be a good time. There we go. Good job.
There
Perfect.
we go.
Good job. Using that CC to keep that Margrave in place.
Everyone jump into the heals, please. Oh god, Dino. Oh, they are definitely coming in really aggressively here.
Uh-oh. Looks like the Bloomer still has over half health, though, so you can make it stand. You and Mozo doing a very valiant effort trying to keep them away from that Bloomer itself.
Could shoot you all day, machine. HK, HK.
Will there be an option to use keyboard and mouse for the Xbox? That's an interesting question. I don't think so. I don't think Xbox actually supports mouse and keyboard.
I know you can plug in a mouse and keyboard to your Xbox, but I cannot confirm or deny like the support of us doing that.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I can neither confirm nor
That's
deny.
a good question, though. I will ask
That is
Carter
an
about
excellent
that.
question,
I will ask Carter about that after I'm done with this.
Oh, we got a couple people back there hitting our Guardian. We might lose that.
You know, it's interesting you say they brought up the question about the keyboard and controller. Our very own Nanaman destroys with the actual controller, and it's actually been really fun to see people kind of gravitate towards one or the other.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And it's actually been really enlightening to get to see it at the office. And granted, we're not a very big company by any means necessary, but having 100 people playing the game and getting to see like what people prefer, it's actually been a lot closer. And depending on skill level and what you're comfortable with, I honestly say, guys, stick with what you're comfortable with. I think the keyboard and mouse will give you that precision that you're looking for if you play games a lot. However, I play in the Xbox controller all the time, and I smash. We wreck. Nanaman and I do put in some work, so it has been a very fun exploration.
Yeah, got Margrave. Woo! Oh man, I have another point. Okay, so let's get Contagion. And I have another passive available. Usually, it kind of depends on what I'm feeling like. I feel like I've been able to get around the map pretty easily, so I think I'll just go with the back armor and damage increase.
Indeed. Actually, that's a really good point, Zero. I'm going to have Nanaman actually talk about Margrave when we do the next Clash Course, because Nanaman rather, is kind of the Margrave guru, and having him on, and actually, if he wants to play with controller, he can definitely do it, though he is great on the keyboard and mouse as well.
Zap! Dino bleeds, yay! Okay, let's get out of here.
It is time to strike down.
If we get it on the PC, can we still play with a PlayStation controller? I think the PlayStation controller just counts as a USB input device, and that's a good question. I'm pretty sure yes, because I have played other games with my PlayStation controller, and it just counts as a USB controller. There he is. There's Ammo Nanaman. Talk about him, and he shall appear.
Did he appear?
Yes, he did.
Hello, Nanaman.
Tasha Ghost, that is actually a fantastic point about Voden. The way he prances, he has that swiggity swooty.
Swiggity swooty.
Swiggity swooty look about him. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, ow, other zap. Mozo. Oh, yeah, no, that's not happening.
All right, looks like the Guardian's going to try to get another attack. Maybe you might be able to go across the side, heal back up, maybe kind of go and try to get that wound. Good use of the heal there.
Let's heal up a bit.
All right.
They
are doing a good job of defending that pathway.
Yeah,
getting there.
that definitely doesn't feel very safe going through there.
Uh-oh, looks like Nas is go full speed ahead. All right.
Maybe we can back him up. Let's just go in. All in.
So the Naga is in a state of vulnerability right now. This is going to be the only time they have a chance to get the wound itself. And it looks like your team is kind of using the forward momentum of your Griffin. It kind of looks like they're going to try to secure the wound right there. Looks like you should be able to get it. Good job.
Nice.
On
Okay. I might. Oh, definitely gonna die here. I turn around and there's just 4. That was my first death though, so not bad so far.
Yeah, if I can see it real quick. Where is the? Oh, where's your mouse? There we go. There we go. I cannot rescale that. That is fantastic. All right, I'll get back to you.
All right.
All right. Well, good job on the Griffin side, tying it up to 1 wound apiece. Good job.
Not bad, everyone. We also were able to take out their Vista point, which is nice as well.
Hey, the Closet Geek, that's actually a really good point. One of the best things that I saw the other day in a playtest, the Naga shot her tornadoes across the map, and it just absolutely destroyed one of the fountains. And, like, rocks went everywhere. I was like, I didn't even see this. Like, when did this become a thing? And it was absolutely fantastic. ML Particle Man has been working very, very hard on the destructibility in our game. And it's definitely one of those things that makes it a visceral experience in my book. Getting to see those like pillars fall, and they are dangerous. Like if a Naga knocks over a pillar and you're underneath it, goodbye, because you're dead.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ooh, great job coming out from the enemy team.
There we go. So my decoy was able to take that big hit from HK206, and I didn't take any damage from it, so that was pretty nice. Just
The Griffin shot her tornadoes. I'm sorry, Kate. Well played. Well played.
Okay.
Can you spawn more than one the same creature? yes, you can. You can make that conscious decision on the map. You can spawn 2 bloomers. Usually, it's really good to have a balance of what you spawn on the map. So having a bloomer, having a little dragon. What are they? Sorry.
The Drake?
Drake. That's what I was thinking. There we go. Mo Pepper for the rescue. Having a Drake on the map. Having a Whoa!
Oh,
There goes
wow.
Tino out of nowhere. There we go. Using have a balance on the map is usually kind of the best strategy. However, if you have a lot of stealth or if you have a lot of enemy damage coming on and you don't have a Vadasi in your team, spawning 2 bloomers could be a good strategy, especially if one of them falls before Clash.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. Sorry, I want to make sure that
Thor was in control.
No, I want to make sure the volume was okay.
All right, so I went ahead and took my first upgrade for my E skill, which is Hidden Spring. And since we don't really have much healing support on the team right now besides me and the bloomers, I decided to go for healing for more. So it's 50% more healing I'm getting out of Healing Spring.
Gotcha. With only 1 bloomer on the map, she did make that constitution, hey, you know, my team could use some extra heals, which is exactly what your team needed. Looks like they are going to go for the bloomer here. It looks like Tino is on to Voden.
Ow! No!
Oh, using the E.
Oh, Evan, if that's you, I swear. All right. That means it's not super safe.
Can you spawn more than 1 clone? That's actually a very good question. We've had a good conversation. Being part of QA, she gets to see all the great bugs, and one of the bugs was me spawning double clones.
Which is not intended.
Not intended. You can only spawn 1 clone. However, for a split second, I felt like Naruto.
Yeah.
And Kage no Jutsu, and I had all the clones. But no, only 1 clone.
It did look pretty cool.
It did.
Definitely not intended, though. You should only have 1 clone out at one time.
Is that that is actually a stamina bar, like somebody was saying in chat. It does regenerate if you're out of combat, and especially it does. You have to dodge. There we go. Pepper doing a very good job of using that dodge. It drains the stamina as well as sprinting. We do not have a mana system in our game. However, Vadasi does have an orb system, which Vadasi is our main healer, and she summons orbs. The orbs will take a little bit of her health. However, it will power up her abilities. So no mana system to speak of. We had a while ago.
Oh no! That is very difficult.
Malcor says, hey Thor, we saw a Tito skin earlier. Is there any chance Clash Course will show off skins? So with closed beta starting very, very soon, and then obviously open beta after that, we're ramping up, we're progressing, and we don't want to show too much before closed beta. That way, you know, we do have spoilers and a special surprise and stuff like that. We'll talk though. We'll definitely talk. I think there is room for that.
Ooh. Nope.
And I will say this, Trinalord, the stamina assist does work very, very well. I mean, again, we are alpha, so there is obviously improvements to be made. There's adjustments being happening all the time, but we never wanted to feel debilitating to you. Like when you have mana in other games and it's completely gone, you're just like, well, this stinks. Like, do I either have to go back to base or I have to like have a potion or something like that? But we wanted to keep the action always fluid in our game. Is it only on Windows 10 and Xbox One? Yes, correct. T-Speeds.
Ooh, nice. Okay, we got that wound. Oh, wow, they are all kinds of right there. Oh, my God.
Prince Zezu says, are you guys brewing any more of that awesome beer you guys gave away last year at your Motika PAX party? That's a good question. That's one that I really don't know. I wasn't at the Prime party last year, so, but I do know what you speak. I don't know. It's a good question. For the poison arrow, do you have to stand in the cloud to get the effect, or just the arrow pass through the cloud? You have to stand in the cloud itself. However, if you saw in the earlier part of the video, though, there is a part where you throw out a cloud that you can go with a branching path, and once you throw out that path, for the next 6 seconds, your arrows are poisoned.
Absolutely correct.
Yes, Lectureside, you did miss the lore bits. Or Daxel, rather.
My rifle draws near.
Good, T-Speeds. Congratulations. Are you guys planning on being at PAX Prime? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? We are going to be rocking the PAX Prime. That's 48 days away. 48 days away. We have Gamescom in 28 days. It's right around 40-something days. And then we have Gamescom in 20-something days. And we're all ramping up for that. I can't wait to hang out with our German community. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. First time ever at Gamescom for a lot of the studio. Not me, though.
Oh, no!
Alpha, there we go. Good use of the train there by M.O. Pepper. But yes, we will be at PAX Prime. We're going to be taking our coaches. We're going to be having a great time. Seattle's our hometown, baby, right? Seattle's our hometown.
Gotta represent.
We got to represent. So, of course, we're going to be at PAX Prime. It's going to be fantastic. I'm sure we'll have another get-together, another social. It'll be great. It's going to be a great time. So, Daxalot, great question. So during the map, like we talked about a little bit earlier, you make those conscious decisions to have those creatures spawn. They actually are very, very active. One thing we're kind of working on is making those creatures really impact the game flow. So of course there's more to be said about that, but they're not passive in the fact that you can't run up to there and kill them. No, like a Drake will get in your face, spew damage everywhere, and it's very, very, especially if they're adults. Those adult creatures, they do cost those focuses, and they're actually a force to be reckoned with. You can't go up there and be like wave them away. No, that's not how that game works. There's been times where in the studio or we're playing alpha where Drakes will wipe the whole entire team. It's absolutely fantastic. You might be able to see a little bit of red on the ground, and when you see those meteors fall, those are actually the Drakes shooting those on the map. But to answer your question, depending on the creature itself, if it's a bloomer, you know, it's not going to be really a huge force in the map because, again, it's just really healing you. Or if it's a Cerberus, it's going to be giving you vision. But there's definitely give and take on the different creatures. This game have a date for play. We did announce that closed beta is going to be starting in August. And with PAX Prime and Gamescom being in August, it's going to be a very, very, very fun month for us at Gigantic. So as far as an exact date, no, but it's definitely going to happen in August. And then the NDA drops in August too, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Praise the sun, the NDA is getting dropped.
Praise the sun.
Sure, does Voden have a counter? That's actually a very, very good question to ask. I would say Trip and Taito do a very, very good job of taking Voden down. Voden can get away. Like he does have the mobility, and he does have like the tricks up his sleeve. However, a good Taito and a good Trip will understand that kind of flow of the, we know how a typical fight kind of breaks out. So if a Trip can jump on him, he's very, very weak. He doesn't have a lot of defense. In fact, his attack and defense is his lowest skill, really his attributes on a character itself. So a Trip and a Taito, very, 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 very good at killing a Voden. We don't get sun in Seattle, he says. You can't praise it.
Oh, here's my counter right now. Oop, I may have missed there with that focus.
Just a bit. That's okay. Not everyone can hit. Not
okay.
every. That's the Beatles. Not everyone can be a hit. That's okay. That's Voden's song too.
That's Voden's song too. He is not immune.
Is it the Razzie says what game engine does Gigantic use? We use Unreal 3. Is there a reason that all the heroes and giants are fighting? Well, we talked a little bit about lore before we got into the gameplay. So if you're asking a lore reason, of course, there is a very good lore reason. All the houses are fighting against each other, and they're kind of fighting for supremacy. But yeah, there's more to be seen. Did you guys know that Taito only has one arm? Yes, we do know that, Arrows Cone Mango. It's funny, we told—
Wait, what?
Arrows Cone Mango is one of our coaches and a good friend, and he didn't know that Taito only had one arm.
That's funny.
He's like, wait, what? Taito only has one arm? It's true.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's get some multi-contagion poison on them.
Guys, if you want a little bit more of the lore and the backstory, feel free to go to our website. You know, you can see the skills kind of being shown as well, but you can sign up for our beta. But hidden in little nuggets, in a little bit of lore, there's flavor text talking about, you know, what's happening, why is a hero fighting, what's happening in the lore. So definitely, I encourage you, if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out our website, because there is little nuggets of information there that's definitely worthwhile. One of our ooh, there we go, victory! I can dig it. There we go. Boom. There we go. But there are a little bit of nuggets there for the avid person to see. Makes drawing him easier. I know I can't draw anything. Well, good job. Where'd you go? You went
3-3-16.
3-3-16. I can respect
Support.
that.
Support.
I can respect that. 16 assists, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. All right. Well, we're gonna go back to menu here real fast. Switch it on over to this. We're gonna play one more game, and then yours truly will be driving. Maybe I can do a little Vodens.
Yeah.
I've been known to do a little bit of Voden.
I've seen you play Voden.
Swiggity swooty. I need to resize.
I dabble in the swiggity swooty.
I once or twice. You know what's funny? I can't resize this window, and I'm really sad about that. 1 second, guys. Why can't I resize you? What do you work for? 1 second. I'm gonna try to resize this window real fast. I'm gonna try to get everybody else to queue back up, and we're gonna show you one more game real fast. What's the best way to show chat? For you. You know what?
I could just read your phone.
Yes, that's true. There it is. All right, guys.
I have the power.
I have. Ooh, He-Man. I like it. All right, guys. If you have any questions about the game, M.O. Pepper. She is. What is your official title here?
I am a QA games specialist.
QA games specialist. Boom.
Specialist.
Queen of the finger guns.
Queen of the yeah,
Queen
that's
of
my
the
thing.
Finger guns. I love it. And so we're gonna do one more game. I'm gonna show you more of the DPS side of Voden.
Nice. Good call.
I'll try to go ham. I'll try. And
I believe in you.
Okay. All right. Okay. We gotta make sure that doesn't get shown. All right. So many things I can't show you. So many great things though. It's exciting. It's really exciting. We're going to be talking more hopefully soon about progression, because I know Nanaman's super excited about that.
Nanaman.
Oh, Nanaman. Oh, he's chomping at the bit. So we've got some really fun things. You know, I'm so thankful for number one, all the support and love here at Motiga, everybody kind of coming together to make this happen. You know, like I said earlier, Levin just kicked butt working all that. He's been working so hard. And then, you know, Noonan came out and talked a little bit about lore. Now you're here hanging out with me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. So now the team's kind of queuing back up. When we actually get in the game, I'll switch on over. But again, guys, I highly encourage you, if you're interested about the game, go ahead and check out our Facebook. Give it a like. If you want our Reddit, it's down below right there. And go ahead and follow our social media outlets to know when we go live. It's going to be good. It's going to be good because, you know, this is the first step. I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi is like right over there. He's like, you've taken your first step into a larger world.
Yeah, beautiful.
I know, because, you know, NDA drops in August. Oh, we're going to be excited.
So excited.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're coming. We're coming live. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and next this. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's nice. I can't believe it's only Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It is only
Crazy.
Tuesday. Nice. I am so excited for open beta.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, I'm very excited for everybody to get their hands on the game. I'm excited for, you know, one of the things that personally I'm excited for is to see people play on the Xbox, because MOBAs have done before, and this game doesn't really feel like the traditional MOBA by any means. But
Absolutely not.
When, especially for like a console, this kind of game is definitely new for a lot of them. So I'm excited for them to get it, and also for just more bigger variety in general. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. So our team is jumping into the match. We can see I'm actually gonna go help out at Oasis a little bit. Like summon a Serb here. Get a little bit extra vision. Yeah, guys, feel free to throw a question at Pepper. She knows a lot about the game, being the QA, or QA in general.
All the Q's and the A's, as you like to say,
Q's and the
Thor,
A's.
like.
All right. Reduce that healing there.
Nice poison.
Thank you. Gonna try to run back and get healed? Nope. No, sir. None of that.
No heals for you.
No heals. Here we go. Let's do that. Woo! I found the team. Go ahead and use that super jump to get away.
That is one of my favorite maneuvers with super jump. Is just like get away.
All right. So they are doing a really good job of wiping our back points. So team's got to respond to that. Team, back points. They're important. I promise. Here we go. Oh, was that Trip? Somebody's over here. All right. Go ahead and respawn on. Looks like he's going to try to take Oasis again.
The Angry Sword, why is your name Pepper? That's an excellent question. I played a lot of MMOs back in the day, and I started picking out names, and one of them was Pepper, but somebody had already taken the name Pepper spelled normally, so I just added an H in, and there you go. I also like Pepper Potts from the Iron Man
I actually didn't know
universe.
that about you.
So she's pretty cool. So that was just another thing that made it neat, and I just keep the H in there because it's guaranteed to get that username anywhere you want.
Ooh, our HK, HK's gotta be careful. Oh, almost. Might be able to get it.
Oh.
Woo. Oh, super deep. Nope, a little too deep.
Yep.
Just a
Yep,
bit,
yep,
just-
yep. Just a little, just a little. You're fine.
Uh-oh. Woo.
Oh man.
That's it. Looks like I'm done.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, there's that Taito again.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Got too deep. Went too deep for it.
You made a valiant effort to escape, though.
All right. Jumping in. Want to try to protect Vista. No, Bloomer. All right. Let's look at Vista. Looks like they're going to get the first push. 1-7. Grifter.
Data, freaking record. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering your name.
Just a bit. That's okay,
Data,
though.
Data. That sounds like a good thing to call you. Can a single champion snowball if they get a lot of kills? Example: a Trip getting 10 kills in 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the game, would she be so strong to the point that she could maybe 3 versus 1 or something along those lines? What are your thoughts on that, Thor? I think you played
yes.
Trip way more than I have.
Yes.
As a
we need to
primary
run.
example.
Yes. So in other games, you've almost kind of held back, maybe given a handicap or so your level and your experience in the game is dictated by a couple different things. One being like your kills, your team doing different things, and one of the things that I love about our game is the fact that if you are playing Trip very, very well and or playing a high DPS character, like you can carry if you have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's never to the point where you are. Oh, there's a lot of people, and they're all dying. Here we go. All right. Oh, no. Nailed it. Oh.
Oh. That was some good jumping around, though.
Thank you. Trying to get it. But yeah, so like I was getting back to, yes, if you are skilled with one character, and like say it happens, you're playing a PvP game, and like say somebody just isn't quite up to snuff as far as it goes, yeah, you can make the conscious effort to like, if you're snowballing very, very hard on your end, you can carry. And that's something that, I know Finney's gone on record saying that we never want to like, in other games, especially Super Mario in general, not to say anything bad about Super Mario Racing, however, if you're in last place, you kind of get a boost. You know what I mean? And how you play the game is how you play the game, for better or worse. And if you need to, do well, you're going to do well. If you're unfortunately not doing well, like our team, you're not going to, make the, well.
And something that definitely contributes to something like that is definitely the skill of the opposing team as well. So you could get to a point where if everyone on your team is really experienced, they played the game a lot, and then everyone on the opposing team is playing for the first time, there's a lot of snowball that can happen in that type of situation. And so, like you said, Finney's gone on record where, someone in, like Mario Kart example, someone in the back will get a boost or something like that. But I've definitely, as on equal playing fields, if Trip was doing really well at the beginning of the game, I don't see her being so far ahead if she was equally matched with the other players that it would get into a really bad situation for her. Or for people trying to fight her, at the very least.
Mr. Bull, come back! Ugh. That's alright. It happens. And then I'm getting sniped across the mid.
Let's see. Let's scroll through the chat here.
Alright, let's see. Oh, team is like splitting off. No! you gotta survive longer than a second for me to help you. Oh man. Oh, actually, we might be able to. Oh, we might be able to do this. Hold on. Oh! No, not at all. Alright, looks like they are going to get the next push, which is unfortunate.
Is there a max level cap? Yeah, I believe the level cap is 10.
Indeed.
Yeah. So you can get to level 10 within the game.
Oh, but
How often will these clash courses happen?
every week.
Every week.
Every week.
You hear that, Savisaur? Every week.
Savisaur. I like that name.
I love that
Savisaur.
name, yeah. that's
Savisaur.
great. Thank you for your question.
Nice. Savisaur, I like it. I like it. Uh-oh, our team is not doing good.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, your Guardian's health is still pretty good though. So
Yeah.
if they aren't turning around those wounds, then you still got a good chance.
Alright. Alright, so let's try to generate. So I'm going to go back and try to generate some shield. Whew. Alright. So hitting his heart will generate some shield.
Let's see. On the loose, will there be a ladder or bracket system for competitive play? I think you have an answer ready for that one, Thor. Probably.
Indeed. I know it's definitely kind of the idea, being a competitive game. I think I know personally I love brackets. I love where people stand as far as competitive goes. So I would imagine so.
There you have it.
All right, here we go. Got it. Oh, and he kicks the kill. Oh, and then my teammate takes the kill. Oh, come on.
It's a team effort, Thor.
I know. I get the focus on it though, and then suddenly, now you want to hit your shots? Oh man, good game. GG no re. Let's get some tea. All right, so we're gonna do. A lot of people have been jumping on me, so I kind of want to use the decoy tricks that I was talking about. Get the focus. Imani snipes it. Totally. Totally intentional.
Namiz, if you hit level 10, will you have unlocked all upgrades, or can you get all upgrades at the same time? Yeah, you can actually pick any of those core skills. So your left mouse button, right mouse button, Q, E, and focus skill. All of those you'll be able to upgrade immediately. If you have a skill point, you can upgrade any of those skills.
Oh, that's not good.
The ones that are unlocked are the passive abilities, where you unlock them at different levels throughout the match. So if Thor holds down control at some point when he's not in a horrible battle,
Gotcha.
as you can see, levels 3, 5, 7, and 9, those will unlock passive abilities that you can choose from. But as far as the core skills go, you can choose to upgrade those at any point in time, as long as you have skill points available.
Doing a lot of damage over on the left side. Let's see if we can help out.
Vikarugi, what is the range of Voden's focus? How far across the map can it hit? I believe it has a relatively reasonable range. I think it's a bit. It has a bit of a limited range, but it might fire. I'm pretty sure it fires like an arrow, so you just send out some roots with that particular arrow.
Whoa, found my team. There we go. Trying to use the terrain for my advantage.
The Angry Sword. Do certain Guardian attacks do more than others, like the Griffin's Screech as opposed to the Tornadoes? Let's see. That's a good question. I believe the Tornadoes are actually the only attack that she has besides the Stomping that happens, and I think they do relatively similar amounts of damage, but they do differ between Guardians. So like the Griffin, for example, she'll fire off a tornado and that will launch you and do some damage, and then like the Naga's poison will not launch you or do any like hit reactions like that, but it will do some damage over time to you. That's a bit more significant.
Indeed,
so,
and we'll put those puddles will go on the ground, the poison puddles,
Yes,
and
yeah.
you know you have to make the decision like that's a lot of damage on the ground. Do you want to fight in that area? See if I can. Oh, there's a sniper sniping at me. Oh no. I know she was gonna go after me too. There we go. Oh, let's see if one of Titan's going for the wound. Might happen. So let's try to play up as possible. Oh no, I gotta be super careful here though. Oh, that's not good.
Orion Hunt 17. Are headshots a thing in this game or critical hits? There are definitely critical hits, and I believe there are some differentiations between body shots and headshots.
Indeed.
And those come more into play with characters like Imani, where she has, I believe she has
Speaking
some
of
upgrades.
Imani, there you go.
There she is right there. How perfect. I believe she has some upgrades that attribute you more damage if you do a headshot.
All right, that should help a little bit more. As far as people jumping on me. All right, now I got the key. I got the decoy.
Oh, nice. Do you have the swap?
Yeah.
Or the nice.
So
We'll show off some swap stuff. That's so fun. Love it. TS Speeds, is there a way to see what your opponents build on their skills with a Z? There is no way to see what your opponents have chosen for their upgrades. But you can kind of tell what they've chosen based on how the game is playing out, depending on how familiar you are with the other characters. So, for example, if you...
Oh, where'd he go? I know.
He's so low.
What god do you pray? Oh, no, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I went for it. And I unfortunately couldn't pick it up. That was my moment.
I mean, we knew what you were getting into, Thor, when you decided to take the DPS route.
I know.
You're being a little more aggressive, so...
I thought I was Gnosis. I thought I had the dream. The dream was real. Glad we had a tank. Alright, looks like they're going for Cavern.
Savvy Sword, that is an excellent question regarding stamina. So stamina regen seems a bit slow in comparison to how quickly you use it. Are there differences between the amounts of stamina each hero has? Are there upgrades to improve stamina? There are upgrades to improve your stamina. Those passives I was talking about at levels 3, 5, 7, and 9. You can actually select some passives that will improve your stamina. It'll give you either like a % of stamina back quicker, or you will run out of stamina less quickly, or you will have just more stamina overall. And
the bleed, maybe.
and some heroes do run out of stamina a little bit
Take
more
the shot.
quickly.
Oh, Gnosis.
Oh,
got it.
Yes. Okay, nice. Now don't die. Put a heal. You have your heal.
Legolas.
Put your heal down.
I am Legolas.
Put your heal down.
What? No. Okay, we're good. We're not an idiot. That's all I wanted. I wanted the kill. I'm good. We're done. Let's go. Streams off. Let's go.
Let's set out.
All right. We're good.
Yeah, so anyway, Savvy Sword. Yeah, there are upgrades to improve your stamina for sure. And the difference between how stamina runs out from character to character can change depending on how quickly they run around and how often you're using sprint. So Thor, for example, he's using sprint quite often, and so he will run out of stamina a little bit more quickly than someone who might be, conserving their stamina more. Oh no, that trip.
I'm already dead. I had to focus the Guardian to make it stay there.
Yeah. That was good. It was good effort.
I mean, what can I do? What can I do?
Let's see. And then, for example, Swift, he's very, they're very fast, so Swift will run around and lose stamina a little bit more quickly as well.
Indeed. As a player, stamina kind of usage is one of my weak spots. So I'm always having that shift button down.
And that's probably why Savvy Sor observed that you were regaining stamina a little less efficiently because you maybe were holding it down a bit more.
Oh no! Run! Oh yeah, super dead, buddy. Sorry. Oh no, I'm not doing that. Oh, so close to dying again. Oh, all right, stop shooting him. Ooh, good snipe coming out from the Imani. Do have another upgrade. What do you want to go here? I'll do.
Oh man. All right. Nice.
Oh,
Oh, that Imani.
that's 666 damage though.
That's 6.
Oh, okay, I'm in trouble.
Oh. No.
All right, back behind the wall again.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. All right.
Get your bloomer heals.
Yeah.
Get your bloomer heals.
Man, she's angry. Oh, hey, how you? Oh, it's a double assassin. So I just had Trip and Taito on me like instantly.
Man.
And beforehand, I was like, what are some of Voden's like weaknesses? Well, you just saw the train wreck that is Taito and Trip.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That relates really. You know, you were just showing everyone an example of Voden's counters, which
And
are both Trip and Taito, who happen to take you out just
at
now.
the same exact time.
At the same exact time.
All right. All right. See if we can save a bloomer.
Can multiple of the same hero be on one team? No. Only one version of that hero can be on your team.
Indeed.
But you can have an opposing
Whoop.
team with the same hero.
Oh, I got it. I saved him. Woo! Oh, swiggity swooty. Got it. Oh, got it.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. So good
That kill
at
text.
saving.
It always makes you feel so awesome.
I know. So good at. Stop it. Stop it. Here we go. Here we go.
Gotta say that was a swift death.
Oh, that's good. I like it. I like it.
Hydrolon. Very good. Very good. Very good.
That was a swift retort. I like it. This.
Oh,
Oh.
Imani getting low.
All right. All right. Well, that looked weird. Oh, I saw the. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's the
Then.
there's the bull and the horns. Oop. Nice. And see how Nasus just got completely duped into killing that decoy?
He's like, I don't understand. Why didn't I get the kill?
Yeah,
What
exactly. And then
happened?
he just ran off. He didn't even know you're there.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I did my job. I'm like, oh, good sir. That's not what happened at all. Nice. What? All right. So it looks like we are in prime position to get the next push.
Mm-hmm. Setting it up nice.
It's quiet. Too quiet. What's
Too
everybody
quiet.
doing?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like the calm before the storm.
Oh, there they are.
So there have been a few questions about skins and business model. I don't think we're talking about that. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we are doing, we've always said we are going to be offering skins. You know, that's one way, artists that we have at MOT can show off their, you know, their artistic muscle. And I know people do love skins. We are a free-to-play game. Chris Chung, our CEO, has gone on record multiple times saying there'll never be any concept behind a paywall that feels unfair to the player. So we're not going to be like, oh, if you spend $10, you get an invincible character, or a character that's just stronger than everybody else's character. Like,
Right.
doing a free-to-play model is tricky in the fact that, you know, you have to make your content accessible by people that want to play your game, but not make it so it's unfair for the people that have money. So it's a very, very hard balance to hit, but if there's anybody I think that does it well, I think it's going to be us, because we're all gamers, and we've all been there in the gaming industry where we're like, this just feels absolutely crap.
Totally.
And it sucks, and like, I shouldn't have to pay, or I shouldn't have to, like, you know, see this content like I want to get, but not be able to get it. And it's only, you know. But that being said, it's the thing we're working on. We are working with our alpha community very, very closely. We've talked to our coaches. We've talked to our alpha community members saying, hey, you know, what feels good? Like, you know, what feels unfair to you? What do you think about this? So it's definitely a dialogue we're having with our community itself. And it's something that we want to, you know, talk about. So we'll have more info to share a little bit closer to Gamescom. And hopefully
tune in then.
Hopefully closed beta as well. So it'll be good. I'm excited.
Yay.
Oh, here we go. Whoop! Interrupt.
Question, Mikarugi, does Voden have the best tail? Yes. Moving on.
Moving on. That was an easy one.
Hello, Pyro Insane. Good to see you.
Oh, here we go. Might be able to get this one. Oh, oh, he didn't do it. He didn't retreat back. Oh.
Oh.
We might be able to get this one.
Oh.
Oh, nope. That's the wrong one.
You might be in too deep, buddy.
Nope. No, never think as. There's no such thing as too deep. Okay, no, we're definitely in too deep. No, why? Oh, all right, we're gonna swing.
Oh, those heals though.
Oh no!
Those heals
Oh
though.
no! Oh no! Hold on. You gotta assert dominance. Wait, I can't see my
man.
screen. Where'd she go? She's a wizard. Okay, I'm out. I'm gonna go back.
Oh, get out of that AoE. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope, that was not where I wanted to put the clone at. It's okay. It's all right. We're not totally. Oh no, we're totally done.
This is the comedy portion of the stream.
All right, I really wanted that Amani. So that's how you not go into the back line looking for an Amani. Sometimes you gotta do it though. Sometimes you gotta go ham. Looks like they get another push.
Gamer, when will other streamers be allowed to stream this game? I believe that surrounds our NDA.
It does. So we've gone on record before saying there's going to be certain members of our community that are going to be able to stream the game very, very soon. With closed beta dropping, we've always talked about how certain members of our community, people that have gone above and beyond the call, and so very, very soon. Very, very soon. And then, of course, NDA drops in August. So for everybody else, that'll be their time to shine.
There we go.
Super excited.
So August will be the NDA drop, and that is when we'll kind of start opening it up.
Oh, wait. Oh, good. There we go. Got it. Long range shot. Oh, you gotta be careful. All right, here we go.
There's that Amani again, sneaking around.
Can't get her. She's hiding. All right. So we just got the next push. I'm gonna try to push my team, kind of tie it up here. Actually, we're in clash, so we gotta be very, very careful. Kind of try to ping backwards. No. Hopefully they'll protect that. I'm actually gonna rush forward and try to run into the enemy team. Is what I wanted to say.
We have not announced an official date, like specific date for NDA dropping, right? Just in August.
Indeed.
Yeah. So Savvy Sir, there's your answer there. It's just in August right now, and then no specific date from us yet.
Yes. So with Gamescom and PAX Prime being in August, it's going to be a very exciting time for our company.
Very exciting.
Oh, man. So, especially with NDA dropping around that time frame as well, August is going to be a great month for us. It's really going to be something, hopefully we come out with a full force, and we're going to be at PAX Prime with all the developers, stuff like that. So you happen to make your way out to Seattle and hang out with us, feel free to come up to the booth, talk to us. Oh, and I found the enemy team. Here we go. We're going to kind of throw my clone up there, and then whoop. Oh, and I fell off.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. No. Sometimes you gotta do the least expected.
Your game stressed me out a little bit.
It's okay. It's all right.
I love it though. They're fun.
Oh! Found the enemy team. Oh, this is it. This is where I die. Wait. No. Wow, I got sniped in the head. I didn't even die from Taito. I died from Imani. That just happens.
Imani. She can be tough.
All right. Looks like they did take one of our minions on the map, or creatures rather, on Vista. So they are going to have the power advantage, especially passively, because creatures do passively gain power across the map. As you can tell, they just got a next push. My teammates are dropping like flies, though.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to be able to defend this.
Oh, man.
Ooh. I don't know if I'll be able to use this at all, but it's like that is going to be game.
Gamer has another question. Are there any tournaments or pro teams for this game?
Yes. So that's actually very, 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 very good question that I'll get into right now. So one of our developers. That feels good. That feels good. A lot better after a loss. So one of our developers, Mo Huggles, you guys know her as Allie. She's in charge of everything competitive. She's one of our great community. She's actually one of the community managers here at Motiga, and she's really taken the competitive scene by force. Like, she's so excited. When we actually drop the NDA and we have those tournaments, she's working very closely with our Alpha community. There's Clash Point, there's Rematch UG, there's a bunch of different other sites that kind of come together, and we're not arrogant enough to push esports onto our community. We've always said it's going to be a community thing that runs it. We're not going to throw a bunch of money at people and be like, hey, here's
do the thing,
esports. Oh my God, hashtag esports. No, that's not something we're pushing on our community. If our community wants it, we're going to be there every single step of the way to offer them support, whether it's surprises, whether it's just, if somebody out there like is interested in throwing a tournament, like we're going to work with you to be able to make that happen. And so that's something I really love. Ali has a great mindset when it comes to that kind of things. And, there's some great people in the community itself who, are aspiring. They want to get in the game industry, and, running those competitive tournaments is definitely an avenue for that, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but apparently other companies have been doing it very well, and there's a lot of viewers that watch them and stuff like that. And, esports in general is taking off, and so it's a really exciting time to be a gamer. And our game is very, very, very PvP centric. So you can definitely see that happen. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? My voice cracked really bad.
Questions for the stream?
Yep.
Yes, questions.
50 will be a one-man army crushing everybody. Yes, the Reddit is gigantic. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll take a couple more questions, and then we will turn it over. Yeah, Ali is great, especially planning all that kind of stuff. I joined Barna, though. It's okay, buddy. It's all right, man. This VOD will be up for the YouTube shenanigans later if you want to rewatch it, bud. Sorry about that, Cellshade. That's all right. Mike's better. A couple more questions, guys, and we'll turn it over, and it's lunchtime. It is 3 o'clock. Will there be NA or EU servers? Yes. Going to Gamescom, getting to hang out with a European audience is just going to be absolutely amazing. And we do have EU servers as we speak right now. They're turned off right now. But, in the game industry, EU has kind of taken a backseat in a lot of game development. It's unfortunate, too, because getting to hang out with the EU community, they're just as passionate, if not sometimes even more. And, they have DreamHack, and it's really unfortunate that a lot of the industry has kind of given them the back seat. And, something I love about Motiga is that we are, from the get-go, saying, hey, we love the EU community. And definitely, yes. What do you use to dodge, and does it vary per character? You can either double tap A or D, or shift A or D. What is the likelihood of getting beta if I have a Mac that runs Windows?
Oh dear.
That's a good question. So dick stags are not as much as a priority anymore. Excuse me. And so we are definitely ramping up more, getting those invites out there. So in the future, hopefully you have a gaming PC, or a gaming rig. However, I've done that before. I had a MacBook, and
I've been there, buddy.
We've been there, done that, and so I definitely understand. So hopefully, your chances are going to be just as equal as anybody else. So,
nice.
Yeah. Troy looks disappointed in that video. Yes, Troy's lunch was stolen.
I love that video.
I will say. Will you be? I will be at Gamescom, actually.
So will I.
Boom! Oh, are you going to Gamescom too? Oh yeah, I ran. Oh man, I'm excited. Because
super pumped.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Gamescom?
I have never been to Gamescom. Or Germany. And this will be my first show with Motiga, so I'm really excited to show off the game. I think it'll be really fun.
Gamescom is great.
Yeah. I'm going to be coaching, so.
Will you give a lot of beta keys away when closed beta launch? Noms is definitely something we're having discussions about. We are going to have a key system. That's kind of industry standard. And closed beta is a great time because it's like the right before, of course, it's right before open beta, but it's kind of the calm before the storm almost. And that's been kind of our story in general. But it's where there's a path and there's a beat to the drum, and that's just closed beta is that beat to the drum. And yes, to answer. Short, yes, there is. We're going to be giving away a lot of keys, getting as many people as possible into the beta, because bigger the community, the bigger the family. Revealing anything at PAX Prime? Well,
I mean, if we are, we'll reveal it at PAX Prime, won't we?
I know. If we revealed it now, that won't be the point. No, we didn't show screens for a reason. So, yeah,
that's true.
Wait, Pepper at GC? Yeah, Pepper's going to be at Gamescom. I'm so excited. Native German consultant for Gamescom. Rick and Ari, I forgot you were German, and I like you a lot. Rick and Ari's a great guy. Don't miss the drink. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so excited about it. Yeah. All right. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I want to say a big thank you for everybody tuning in today for Clash Course. We'll be back next time with a new hero and a new developer. Not to say you weren't absolutely fantastic. I want to say a big thank you for MO Pepper to come out and hang out. I want to say a big thank you to Noonan, also known as MO Squito. And I want to say a big thank you for everybody in chat hanging out with us today.
Thanks, guys.
On Clash Course. If you guys enjoyed this show, please go and hit that little follow button. That way you're notified next time we go live at GoGigantic/Twitch TV. I want to say again, just from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you very much for coming out and hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Depending on what character we do next, maybe I'll throw a Reddit poll up and you guys can kind of talk about, what character you guys want. You'll be able to vote on that. So yeah, I'll have that post up today. It actually sounds like a really good idea. That way you can hang out with us and kind of dictate what character we do next. Anything you want to say?
No, thanks for hanging out, guys. You guys had really good questions, and I love showing off Voden. He's definitely my favorite hero, so
Indeed,
I love nerding out.
I love showing off the death scene of Voden and over and over and over. It is over at Ediano, but I want to say, guys, again, if you want to sign up, go to GoGigantic.com. Somebody in chat's on it. That's what I want to see out of you guys. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll be live next time right here at GoGigantic/Twitch TV. For everybody here at the studio and everybody in general, thank you very much for tuning in, and can't wait to see you guys next time here.